This is a pretty large cast. Some of the faces will be familiar to Wilma audiences, and some of them are new.
We have 20 actors in the cast, including 2 children. The person who will be familiar would be Jackie Antaramiem, who has worked with me in Scorched and won a Barrymore for 9 Parts of Desire. The other person who is playing Macbeth, his name is C.J. Wilson. He's a terrific New York actor whom I worked with about 15 years ago.
You're planning on starting rehearsals a little bit different than you usually do, in a way that seems kind of exciting. Can you tell us about that?
About 10 years ago, I met Cicely Berry, who is an amazing vocal and text coach from the Royal Shakespeare Company. We are actually bringing Andrew Wade, who is a collaborator of Cicely Berry and has been working at RSC with her for many years, as well as at the Guthrie Theatre. And he's going to spend a week with us in a workshop situation. We'll be working 3 hours a day on these kind of exercises that will help actors to discover the text anew. Her work is really about how to make Shakespeare text sound right for modern audiences and how to make modern audiences get interested back into Shakespeare's text.
How have you and Mimi Lyon been working on the set?
The play is happening maybe 90% in darkness, so I was thinking about spaces that would create this suppressed space, almost claustrophobic. I call it almost a bunker mentality. And then on the other side, kind of an open space, you know, where the witches can roam.
Who or what are the Weird Sisters?
In our production, the witches have to believe in their magic, you know, but they are wild. You know, they are wolf-like, they are very primal. There is a sense of survival instinct. As the time goes on, we see them actually performing some magic acts, unusual things that will be surprising for the audience. We don't know if it's happening for real or if it's happening in heightened Macbeth imagination.
And one of the new collaborators will be helping you work on developing that magic with the Weird Sisters, right?
Brian Sanders, there is in his choreography this sense of danger, and you know, he makes people fly, he makes people climb fences, and it's very primal and physical work that he does, and it's very exciting. So yes, as soon as I decided to go with Macbeth, one of the first phone calls was to Brian to work with me. The other collaborator that will be new to the process will be Pavel Fait. Pavel Fait is a Czech progressive rock and jazz percussionist. He's really terrific composer and terrific musician. The reason why I decided to go with percussionist because to me the play is so much about time. We as an audience, we don't know really if the events are happening a day or 2 days later or a year later. It really is about creating a dramatic sense of time, not linear time. He's a very experimental musician and creates really new and unexpected sounds in his work. I think it will add not to just a sense of time moving forward, but also a sense of mystery because he creates these really interesting tonal moments in his work.
Why did you decide to do Shakespeare at the Wilma?
Well, I've been at the theatre now working for 31 years, and I haven't done Shakespeare. And I think one of the reasons why I haven't done Shakespeare because I was afraid of it, you know, for me as being Czech and learning English by doing theatre, basically. I was terrified that I would have to be learning another language. I think I chose Macbeth out of all the Shakespeare plays because it does deal with fear. And so I could connect my fear to the main theme of the play. I was very inspired by a book by a German journalist who writes as anonymous. The book is called A Woman in Berlin. She just basically captures the last 6 weeks of the Second World War when Berlin was occupied by Red Army. She says, "Our radio has been dead for 4 days. Once again we see what dubious blessing technology really is. Machine with no intrinsic value, worthless if you can't plug them in somewhere. Bread, however, is absolute. But radios, gas stoves, central heating, hot plates, all the gifts of the modern age, they are nothing but dead weight if the power goes out. At the moment we are marching backwards in time, cave dwellers." And I was very interested in that because in this one paragraph, she brought together ancient time and modern time. And I thought, this is what I wanted to explore in my production Macbeth. I'm putting it in modern time, but I want to find a period of time when actually tribalism comes back to the surface.